took wood shop in high school. I must have been interested in it. I mean, it was a while ago. I got a guitar making book for Christmas because I was like floating the idea. Of course, I have to make the most complicated thing, you know? So I thought, I know, I'm like, I haven't made hardly like a box. I basically slacked in class and then I went back here in the shop and started making it. And I made the body of it, which, you know, it was frustrating. I mean, it was fun, but I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I made the body of it and then I quit and I put it up on top of a shelf. 15 years later during COVID, I had some extra time on my hands and I was like wandering down here and I saw it up there with like ½ inch of dust on it, you know. I was like, well, what the heck, I'll finish it. And then once I did and I played it, I was like, this is pretty cool. So now I'm on like my 4th guitar. A lot of times what you have to do is if you build one, you set it up initially and then you have to wait, let's say, minimum a couple weeks, you know, because it'll kind of adjust because it's wood. And then you have to kind of adjust that setup. Yeah, there were a lot of things I had to learn. It's almost like instead of one whole step, like build a guitar, it's like you need to know all these different things. So you've got the nut here, which is usually made out of bone traditionally, and the saddle here. And it's sort of a balance of lowering them enough to get just the right action, you know? You want it low enough to where you can press down without it being too difficult, but you don't want it so low that it buzzes. Like I'm sure anyone who's tried to play guitar, they hear a buzz when they hit the string. That's when it's too low and it's touching these frets. And then also building the guitar, obviously, you know, if it's out of whack, no matter what you do with these two, it's not gonna play. And I'm redoing the neck, so I had to spray that, but that back is Pal Ferro. It's kind of similar to Indian Rosewood, but I think it's really cool. It's got like kind of orange tone to it.
What's the process like?
Ooh, that is a good question. So I could probably get a higher gloss. It's pretty good with me not having like a good buffing machine. Basically, what I did with this one, or what I've sprayed on mine, are lacquer. And basically it's a process of multiple coats and you have to level sand it, because you know when you spray, you get a little bit of that orange peel. Well, basically, a gloss finish is just like a microscopic, super smooth finish. To layer it, do a couple layers, let it cure, kind of wet sand it to get it as smooth as you can without sanding all the way through. Then you do other layers and basically you're building up a thin finish that's like almost, you know, mirror smooth, like glass. And then you buff it to a high gloss. So it's tough to do, and that's one thing that's a skill in its own, you know, so.